10 seconds remaining.
Spirit Breaker.
A real bounty, and Dendi will claim it. But they're contesting.
And they make their way down, but they're too late.
Charge, toss forward. Dendi in trouble here. He's going to miss the first raise. That could end up costing him his life. Abba and the bash. Yao will get the kill. MMY may pay to Saniko. Oh, just out of range. Barely able to slice him up with those blades. So it's a 1-for-1, but the death of the Shadow Fiend, a horrible price to pay here for Na'Vi.
Yeah, Funny comes in for some Shadow Strike punish, but yeah, he's pretty tanky, and he's actually just going to go for that 17% bash and cross his fingers and hope for the best here. Funnick doesn't want to fight him.
It's really the difference between an Earthshaker and a Spirit Breaker. If that's an Earthshaker, you don't have. They're going to need to invest 3-4 heroes to secure any sort of farm for maybe. It puts a lot of pressure here on Sylar, but in comes Dendi with Saniko. A tri-lane mid all of a sudden erupts, and well to the benefit of Na'Vi. Now the chase in the river. There's the charge from Yao. Dust to follow this up. This was how EG tried to do it, the bounty. And now the toss. The Abba as well. Not enough to kill off Dendi, but Spirit Breaker standing his ground. 17%. There you go. Gets the kill and looks for more. The tether forward, the toss back. Kind of an awkward exchange, and Yao says, I'm going in anyway. Sylar's arrived, and what do you know? It's 5-man Dota from LGD. Another bash. It's another kill. The intergalactic space cow on the prowl.
LGD are like
making
out,
the plays.
They're out.
Get a kill, the network just goes even, no matter what.
Exactly.
Okay,
so
here we go. Ice Frog, I hope you're listening. We've got the balance patch. And also Buffalo Shrek while you're at it.
Oh, yeah.
LGD moving in. They've got a deep ward on Havost, and they're going to look to go at him. Call down comes through as well. The bashes are strong. He does manage to get off the call, but it's not going to matter. Meanwhile, on the backside, maybe gets trapped out. They do lose their Tiny off the bat. Great static storm by Artstyle, but Sylar hunts. Diving deep. The IO going to relocate out. Artstyle trying to survive this. Dendi's Requiem helps him out a little bit, but not enough. They can't finish the job, and they even managed to keep the gyrocopter away with a glimpse from Artstyle. Both Na'Vi heroes surviving on fractions of HP. Huge plays from Na'Vi, and now Funnick, the blink, and he body blocks Sylar. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Down he goes as well. LGD get punished.
Outplayed
and
so
outplayed.
hard. That, like, Dendi's Yules arrived just as he needed to save himself from the gyrocopter. LGD just kind of overextending a little bit, and Na'Vi is saying, no. This is what we do. We're going to punish some of these. These are being
closing games where they just try it. Revealed they plant a sentry. They dust as well, but all it's still very viable.
Mana, yeah.
Much more, I guess, a little more situational nowadays. Here we go. Big smoke. Saniko, the one to reveal. They plant a sentry. They dust as well. But all quickly, the Yule Scepter is coming out again. Na'Vi using these to just disengage and frustrate LGD, who come in anyway. There's the call down from Sylar. Comes in for the backstab. They glimpse him out, but it's too late. Too dead off the bat. LGD, they just keep on banging their head against the brick wall. But this time, they're starting to make chunks of it fall away.
Well, yeah, Na'Vi have to be careful. The Yule Scepters can kind of delay things here. Whispers, because if he's seeing behind with a relocate out, well, that's often not a very easy save.
Through Funnick, and then they stop. They get the dunk, they get the kill. And here's a Midas now, so they are going to get a little bit of extra farm. They're also going to get an Artstyle along the way. Na'Vi, it's really been their biggest issue here at the International 5. Just getting picked apart one by one. We've seen it in multiple games, whether they hold a lead, whether it's even or even forward. It really feels like Na'Vi need to play around this, need to use it to their advantage. They make a move on Sylar top. He's not the BKB carrier, but here comes the relocate, as you mentioned. Could be there momentarily if they want, and there it is.
Oh,
Saves
got
him.
the clips!
No, he does clips him back. Sylar left alone. Artstyle will end up surviving this, and now they're going to be able to get the Wisp on the way back. Is there anything to tether to? Doesn't really look like it. Get ready for a call. It's going to be 2. Artstyle coming up big in the clutch. Na'Vi, much needed momentum.
Already in the bottom lane, the relocate coming in as well. And another charge mid lane.
Again, this time on Artstyle. Is he going to see it in time for the glimpse? No, he had his eyes forward. Dendi is there with the Yules, ready to go, but now maybe rotates in. He's able to get up the toss off on Dendi. I think the BKB is still cooling down from the earlier fight. Bottom, he won't be able to use it. 3 dead for Na'Vi. LGD storm down the middle lane. They've got eyes on a tier 2. And maybe more, and all of a sudden, what do you know? Maybe he's got an Eggs, and LGD put themselves firmly in the driver's seat.
Uppy and Kura at this
could be an
time.
opening. They have spotted out the Tiny in the top lane as Yao charges in, but Shadow Fiend is waiting for this. Turns with the auto attacks. Now the Static Storm deployed, but it's too late. Already the BKB came from Sylar. He was prepared for that. Then the bash coming through. They're going to isolate and bring down Funny Squid and toss forward the Copter of Doom as he lays into art style. Will tear him a new one, courtesy of the Rocket Barrage, en route to 2 more kills. And an ED, they want 2 more 2-0s, and they would love to be first in this Group A coming down the stretch. They're looking for the Game 1 win here. The Tier 3 falls and maybe continues the pressure. Clubbing, chunking away. The tower already gone. Na'Vi up against it here. Just a creeping tossed in. A warning shot for maybe. Don't come near me. Let me have your tower, then maybe I'll back. But Na'Vi have other ideas. Where's the blink call from Avos? Nothing yet, just a Yules. They give it up for free. Now they want to chase, but now is not really the best time to go. They're just going to watch their baseline and get a glimpse. BKB dodged, I believe.
Yeah, BKB. Saniko would have been easy picking.
Oh god, would he ever?
They're going to go for the Roche contest. They're going to be
drop quickly here. Here comes Na'Vi on the rotation. Avos jumps in, but already the Aegis is picked up by Sylar, who's going to grab it. Yao tanking in the pit, clubbing for all his but not doing a whole hell of a lot. Sylar comes back for round 2. Now he BKBs, and Maybe's there. Welcome to the bash zone. He jumps in, delivers the toss. It's 3 dead. Almost every core cleaned up. And Saniko in a headlong retreat. He's got no TP. This time he will lose the gem. It's 4 down. Aegis was popped at a bare minimum, and they did manage to snag the cheese for Dendi. But what does it matter? LGD in through the bottom lane. Ranged Rax dropping and dead. That's already 1.5, and they'll be looking for more. They, relocate maybe back. That's going to delay the push a little bit. But Sylar's in now. It's his turn to work on buildings. Slightly slower going, but it looks like he'll get it nonetheless. This Avos is zoned back by a missile. No buyback outside of the Queen of Pain. And hell, even if they have 5 gods, it just feels like they are totally outmatched when it comes to the damage department. LGD wrapping on mid, looking for the Megas. They want the GG here. It'll be another point for them if they can grab it. Up to 12 with a chance at grabbing 3 more and going up to 14 if they can win game 2. There's the buyback. The last hold for Na'Vi. They don't want to give this one up just yet. In comes another strike focusing on Dendi. BKB from Yao. He charges forward. He gets another kill. Avos just gets wrecked. He BKB's far too late. Wouldn't have mattered. And Na'Vi absolutely trucked, demolished, utterly destroyed by LGD. I mean, just look at the graph. It was close up until the 25-minute mark, almost dead even. And then just the plummet as LGD grab objective after objective and cruised victory.
Yeah, LGD's mid game is just so scary to deal with. You know they're going to be grouped up, but there's still... You can't really easily split push them, especially when they go for this IO Tiny. They had so much catch potential. Yao's Spirit Breaker was charging all over the map. Saniko had a tough game, and he ended up 2-10 on the Bounty Hunter, but it was very hard for him to move anywhere. If a Sentry Ward ever caught vision of him, he got charged, and it was easy kills for LGD, who just